So for general, we have the Three of Wands, the Two of Cups, and the Page of Rods. So what's interesting is with the Two of Cups in the center, it could be that the month as a whole is focused on the romance, focused on love, but Two of Cups can definitely represent friendships, any connection with another person, and that could be work related, or as I said, just developing a friendship into something that's deeper, getting another best friend, something like that could be in the works for the month. But it could for sure, just be re-emphasizing the fact that there is romance here. And it's possible that if you're not already in a long-term relationship, that there will be a budding romance and a connection with another person. With the Page of Wands, in terms of that romance, there is flirtatious energy. There's a lot of communication back and forth. It's fun, it's invigorating. And I think with the Three of Wands, in that regard, you're looking ahead and sort of seeing where things can further develop. Now, with this Three of Wands, I always get the vibe that this Three of Wands is reflecting as well on situations that happened beforehand, and that could be the case. Maybe you're coming into the month having left a previous situation and you're just sort of thinking about that. It's on your mind a bit. You're kind of seeing how far you've come along, and again are ready to take on this new opportunity that you have with someone else, someone new. For others, a similar story where you're developing another partnership, and this could relate to work. You're joining forces with another person, you're meeting them on lunch dates, a lot of connections happening, meetings happening, as I said, and a lot of communication and talking about the bigger picture in regards to your company or a company that you both work for. It's most likely that you and the other person have the ability to make changes, because I feel like you're working together in order to further advance a project or just do something major in the company. That can be a thing here with the Three of Wands, because the Three of Wands, again, for me is about projection, forward planning, and focusing on the bigger picture that's ahead. And then in terms of that, again, with the Page of Wands, this is fun for you. You like being in this situation. You feel very engaged. And it's most likely that the energy between you and this other person is, again, lighthearted. You're bouncing ideas off each other. And there's no sense of like animosity or competition. You're working together. And of course, it could relate to a brand new friendship, and the story pretty much plays out in a similar way. So now the actual love cards. Sorry about that. Actual love cards are the Seven of Wands. And the Seven of Wands is really the only card that shows up here that's a little bit of a struggle. And I don't even feel a major struggle in this sense anyway. This Seven of Wands is perseverance. So maybe at most in your current relationship, if you are in one, there is a battle of opinions. Perhaps you're fighting over friends or spending time with friends. Either one or both of you have been spending more time with your close friends, and it's become an issue or a topic. And it feels like a minor struggle. Again, because I think overall the energy is nice for the month, that it might be like a small little argument that comes up and then it's resolved and there's stability is restored. I feel with the Four of Pentacles, I feel like you feel safe and secure in your relationship if you have one. If you don't, if you're not in a relationship and you're currently single, I don't feel like, aside from this energy over here, the actual love cards aren't really pointing to a relationship being at the forefront. It's pointing to a focus on friendships and just meeting people and having fun, going to parties, social connection. That feels like the focus. That could be where you meet someone, either through a friend, maybe even through a relative, or just while you're going to a party or event. That's certainly how you can meet potential options. And I do see that. I mean, the outcome here, if let's say you only care about love, the outcomes here with two knights represent, two potential people that have a strong interest in you. One might be the romantic, and the other one might have the more stable background, looks great on paper sort of deal with the Knight of Pentacles. Now, otherwise, back to these cards, I feel like it's a bit of a struggle to find someone that matches completely with the Seven of Wands, but you're pushing through it, you're having that perseverance, and you're continuing to go out to meetups, to any sort of social function where the potential to meet someone is there. You're definitely putting yourself out there if you're not in a relationship. And you're feeling secure in yourself with the Four of Pentacles. And I do think if that's the case, you will have some options. You will have options presented to you, and you might just be considering, which of the two. These could be two distinct people that comes up in the outcome. You have the Knight of Cups and the Knight of Pentacles. This could also be, this could be someone that you have more emotional connection with, and the other one is more physical. This could also be one person that meets both requirements. So I wouldn't doubt that as well. As an overall outcome, though, I think it speaks to just opportunities that might be coming in for you within January. And those opportunities will leave you feeling emotionally satisfied. And there's a boost or a bonus, not a bonus, but there is, this could be money or money-related offer that comes in. So I do feel like offers are just in a way pouring in for you. Some, again, could be romantic, others can be work focused. People are reaching out and you're getting opportunities. If you're interested and been applying to jobs, this is the opportunity to go to an interview, or someone's reaching out and wants to know more about you, what you have to offer with the Knight of Pentacles. And that can be an actual contract. So I very often see the Knight of Pentacles as communication, and it's long communication. So I sometimes relate it to an actual contract that's been given that you can sign. And with the Knight of Cups, it's like it's something that you really want too, an emotional level. You connect to it strongly. So it could be getting something that you love, for instance. All right, I like this. Now, I'm going to clarify with my centennials. Now, I'd like to give a little warning. I do like this little deck. I have had it for many years. It's a little bit of a negative Nancy in some readings. Like, for instance, it has, been in contrast with some of the positive energy I felt. But we're just going to see what it has to say. So what's the Three of Wands? Guide me to one for the Three of Wands. Knight of Pentacles again. So we got that twice. Definite offer coming in, most likely financial. Could definitely be a potential suitor, or just a connection that you meet while you're out and about doing some form of hobby or something that makes you feel grounded. Could be a physical activity too, being Pentacles. Two of Cups. Let's go. I'm turning that one over. It's an ace. We got passion in the mix here with Two of Cups, so it can definitely point to romance, or just having, it's beyond that. It's also, sexual chemistry that's coming up, or this person, this connection, you are passionate about them. Some of you are starting a project with this person, or even starting a new creative business with them, and that speaks to the business partnerships that are happening with the Two of Cups. And you and this person are equally invested and equally passionate about this project. Page of Rods. Ooh, Star. So there's a lot of hope surrounding this energy. You're like looking forward to further manifestation, seeing where this is going. The communication, there's a lot of communications over the internet, over the phone. And I don't mean phone calls, I usually mean texting, but with this energy between you and this other person that you've partnered up with. And again, I get like you and this other person are very excited to get things going. You have a lot of hope on where this can lead both of you, especially with the Three of Wands, which is a card that looks forward. It's a progressive energy. So, Seven of Wands. Let's go. I don't like that. Seven of Wands. We got the, Ten of Swords and the Seven of Pentacles. And so I do think you're coming into January. you're holding yourself up. You're standing your ground in relation to a situation that has nearly or may have knocked you out in December and basically made you feel like the Ten of Swords. You still think about it from time to time. Again, I apologize for the noise. I'm trying not to get very pissed off. And there is struggle there with the Seven of Wands, but there's perseverance too. So you're making it through and you're making it past the energy of the Ten of Swords. It's positive. You're seeing that with the Seven of Pentacles. It could be that it felt like months, years before you were going to get out of the energy of the Ten of Swords, but you're pushing through and you're seeing the fact that you are moving forward with the Seven of Pentacles. It's just taking a long ass time to happen. Three of Cups. The World. All right, so I like that combination. You could be connecting with people all over the world. Again, this is very actually online focused when it comes to love, because I get people that are at a distance and you're communicating with them. So you're most likely putting yourself out there on the web. And yes, we have the card of travel. So you might be even considering traveling to meet someone that you've been speaking to. Or this is just meeting all sorts of people and having a lot of communications with people that are scattered throughout the world. Some of you are focused on friendships, I think I said earlier. That could be the case, and it could be that you're just... maybe you have plans to travel in January with friends, and that has taken up your focus in your love life. But there is a potential, again, when you're with friends and you're making these other plans where you have no intention for love, that's where you meet someone or come across someone that's interesting. Four of Pentacles. Page of Wands again. So that flirtatious energy, communication, is a thing this month. It's come up twice. So I would be expecting a lot of nice, fun, adventurous times in January with a potential partner, with your current partner, or just in general overall. You could be meeting someone that you consider to be young, or it just is younger than you, but they have like that adventurous energy about them. They're interested in things like rock climbing, jumping out of planes and whatnot. And they might pull you into that world, and you find yourself enjoying it quite a bit. All right, let's get one for the two Knights. And we have a dropper. Oh, come on. Ruining it. All right, so we got the Four of Cups. So we got the Four of Cups in between two potential offers. And they might be good for you. You might be interested to a degree, but at the same time, you're kind of looking for something more. It could be that there's still an element missing throughout the month of January where you just expect or want a little more from someone or people around you. Maybe the job offer isn't exactly what you wanted, or is not giving as much money, or the romantic offer, there's a quality about them that you kind of don't want to compromise. But don't let it stir you from the fact that overall the energy seems fantastic. So I would definitely go with that. It could be that you got people that are wanting you to commit to them, whether at work, love, otherwise, and you kind of don't want that right now. It might even take all your strength to deny these two opportunities because they're inhibiting in some way. For some reason, that's the vibe I got. So let me get one love. Triangle. Come on. All right, so a third energy disrupts your love in the forms of work, family, or distraction. And I'm actually, you know what? I kind of like this card now, because one of the things I mentioned was the fact that I do see that some of you are focused on something else. You're just having fun with friends, or again, engaging in this project that is a creative endeavor that you're excited about. And that could be distracting you from the love life. It's not a negative. You just have other priorities for the month. And I do see opportunities there to connect with someone. The time may not just be there. And I think it might not be there because you don't really want to commit yourself fully to that, because you just have other things that you really want to do. So I don't see that as a negative. All right, let's get one from this deck, who has also been a negative Nancy. Please don't be a negative Nancy today. Can't start the new year with dark energy. Truth be told, you know, these cards have a little booklet, and I like to kind of go with what I get. And the first thing I see or think of is just the window opening, and I think of opportunities that are coming forth. And it almost seems like sky's the limit when it comes to those opportunities. Now, I'm going to take a quick glance at the book, and it probably doesn't relate to any of that, but I don't care. This is what I feel for this card. I see the open window. Again, I see it feeling like an endless sky, and there's opportunity there. And there could be awareness and clarity just coming through for the month overall.